What is up, YouTube? James Baek here. Welcome back to another episode of VGC 17 back-to-back battles. So today we are still using Ryota's team for one last time. The Crocodile, Celesteela, Whimsicott, Marok, Tapu Koko, and Tapu Fini. Let us just get started with today's episode. But yeah, I've had a lot of fun. I feel like I gained a lot of knowledge about this team. I really do love how this team plays sometimes. And I feel like there's still so much more to learn, but unfortunately, I probably can't do that on video anymore because you people want to see some new teams. But I will bring it back for like streaming and stuff. So if you want to go give my Twitch channel a follow, twitch.tv/JamesBaek1, where I will be streaming. Davide from Italy with a 16-18 rating will be our first opponent. Opponent? Oh, there's an O. There's no A. Or is there an A? No, there's no A in opponent. Not to my knowledge. So we got a Togedemaru, Garchomp, Gyarados, Tapu Koko, Arcanine, Celesteela. Now you might be wondering, why do I sound... I don't like this matchup. People, I do not think this matchup is good. It's not good. It's definitely not good. At least on the bright side, I don't think my opponent's gonna lead something like Togedemaru, Gyarados turn 1. I definitely don't expect that. I think I'm going to lead Tapu Koko plus Crocodile, which is very solid of a lead here. Yeah, I think it's pretty solid. Celesteela is kind of solid, but at the same time, like, it's good as a switch-in, but it doesn't really do much otherwise. Like, I honestly think that Celesteela should be left out of this matchup, and I feel like Celesteela is a decent Pokemon in this matchup, which is giving me some problems. I think Tapu Fini is very solid in this matchup, and so is Marok. So as much as I really want to bring Celesteela since it's great Garchomp pivot, since I think it'll probably be Scarf Garchomp, because of the fact it looks like a team that would have Scarf Garchomp on it. I think it's better to bring Marok and Tapu Fini. So I have to be worried about the Garchomp. I'm gonna probably have to try to KO the Garchomp right away or set up for like a sweep. But yeah, have I played this opponent before? No, I haven't played this opponent before. Actually, I might have. I don't know. There's too many Davides. I know. There's too many. Also, I was thinking probably a team that was similar to this. I think. We'll see here. Let's see what my opponent's going to bring out, though. What are you going to bring out, my friend? Do you have... what? I expect Togedemaru to lead. I don't expect Gyarados to lead. Tapu Koko Garchomp. Okay. So this really isn't too bad in my favor, because I get the Intimidate off onto the... I get Intimidate off into the Garchomp, which is pretty good. I also get a Tectonic Rage off into probably the Garchomp slot. I don't need to target down the Koko slot so aggressively since I do have my Marok. Gleam plus Earthquake could be a thing. Gleam plus Tech Rage, but I feel like this would be Scarf Garchomp. I feel like he stays in with Garchomp, just attacks, and switches out Koko into maybe like Gyarados for his own Intimidate. I think that would be like a safe play because I don't think I would ever go for a Thunderbolt into the Koko. So definitely, I don't know, Garchomp could switch out here, maybe into a flying type, maybe Celesteela for instance, and then maybe Koko goes for a Volt switch, although that is kind of risky. But let's see what my opponent goes for. Let us see what my opponent goes for. I definitely do expect to switch into like a Gyarados or Celesteela. My opponent brought it, but I don't know for which slot. It's always hard to guess which slot. It is going to be the Koko slot, so I'm guessing this is going to be Gyarados. Yep, so I do call that correctly. Of course, my Crocodile is going to be taking quite a bit of damage, but I feel like that's okay here. That's definitely okay here, as let's see what my opponent goes for. I will protect here. I don't get to find out if he's Scarf, but I'm pretty sure it's going to be Scarf by the way he's playing it. Yep, Earthquake's going to come out. Let's see how much damage it's going to do to Crocodile. It shouldn't be doing too much because of the Intimidate. The Intimidate is quite a big factor here. As yeah, Crocodile is able to eat that up easily, and I'm able to go for the Tectonic Rage here and fire it off into that Garchomp, which will be doing a good amount of damage. So I guess the question is, what do I want to do in the following few turns? I could go for... there are a few plays I could go for. I get Tectonic Rage off, which puts the Garchomp in range of Gleam, which is a really important thing to note. But... okay, there are a few plays I could see. I could see him just going for Earthquake here, Protect. I could see him going for switching to Togedemaru. Like, I could see a bunch of plays. I kind of want to Discharge plus Taunt. I think Discharge or Gleam Taunt. Gleam Taunt is also a fine play, I feel like, because, yeah, I think I'm going to Gleam Taunt, actually. Because it prevents Gyarados from setting up a Dragon Dance. It KOs Garchomp if he wants to attack here. Togedemaru could come out here. Of course, I do break its Sash, so it's not too bad here. So I feel like best play is to Gleam Taunt, because it covers a lot of my opponent's options, whether Garchomp... Yeah, this attacks... Oh, it's not Scarf. It's not Scarf. Okay, so that changes things. I don't have to take the Earthquake damage. I get to Taunt off into Gyarados. This Crocodile should be faster than Gyarados. Yeah. So I get to Taunt off into Gyarados. Oh, okay. Crash is falling. Yeah, just goes for a Dragon Dance here, and that's really good. That means Gyarados also can't protect, which is a huge factor in this game. That probably gotten better than I expected. I honestly thought that would be Scarf Garchomp. Maybe it's Assault Vest? Tapu Koko is going to come out, which is okay here. And I can definitely click Discharge. And I can click... I could just click Protect Earthquake, to be honest, because I can weaken this Koko, because I do expect maybe the Gyarados to switch out here. So I think I actually am going to click Protect Earthquake here. Well, he's going to Gleam anyway, isn't he? Yeah, he's going to Gleam here. Actually, best place to Discharge here and go out into my Marowak, since it covers all bases. It covers all the bases, I feel like. So I'm able to knock out Gyarados if it stays in. I get damage on the Tapu Koko. I avoid taking a Gleam. Get to save my Intimidate for a Pokemon in the back. Probably... Yeah, Togedemaru is actually going to come out. Okay. So Gleam would have been better here, but doesn't really matter too much. Because, yeah, like my Marowak's in a fantastic position with Shadow Bone. Wins the potential speed tie. Gets... Yeah, that... Well, actually, no. He's probably timid. Should have probably Gleamed here. Gleam would have been better, but this is okay here because I do get damage on the Tapu Koko, which does put in a Shadow Bone range. Once I get rid of Tapu Koko, my own Tapu Koko is looking really good here in this matchup. As I can probably just protect Tapu Koko, like I have no reason not to protect Tapu Koko, and Shadow Bone the Togedemaru. I could also go for my opponent's Tapu Koko, but I'm kind of worried about my opponent. Like, what I'm thinking my opponent could do is just switch out the Togedemaru, go into Gyarados, and then go for Gleam here because it knocks on my Tapu Koko, have his Tapu Koko feint to potential attack, then bring out Togedemaru and can Fake Out and Dragon Dance, which wouldn't be too ideal here, so... I think I'm going to Shadow Bone the... but Tapu Koko's still a big threat. I think I'm going to go for Shadow Bone. Oh, he actually just protects, okay. I honestly expected to switch out. Okay. So this works out in my favor, I feel like. It definitely does work out in my favor. As it actually goes for a double. Okay, that's great for me. Probably scouting? I don't know, scouting for something? Maybe wanting to encore me into something. But this is looking pretty good here. I am going to save my Tapu Koko. Go on to my Crocodile, I feel like, and go for a Shadow Bone. Okay, go for a Shadow Bone into the Tapu Koko, because I feel like Tapu Koko's important because of Discharge. Discharge is a crucial move. I think Togedemaru is forced to switch out here. I would definitely switch out Togedemaru into Gyarados. I would definitely do that because, well, unless you think I'm timid and speed tie with your Tapu Koko. Yep, Togedemaru's gonna switch out, okay. So Gleam should be coming out here, which is okay. I do get the knockout on Tapu Koko, which is pretty good, although I do have, you know, some concerns. I do have some concerns. Like, I do see the Gleam here. It's going to come out. That's going to knock out my Crocodile at the range. Yep. Okay. So, Crocodile is gone. I could have went into Tapu Fini, but I didn't want Tapu Fini to take any unnecessary damage that it really didn't need to. The Life Orb damage should ensure Shadow Bone does pick up the knockout. Yep. Because I will pick up the knockout onto the Tapu Koko. Nice. And the electricity disappears from the battlefield. I can go out into my Tapu Koko. I think I'll go into Tapu Koko, as Togedemaru is going to come out, and this encourages him to Dragon Dance and Fake Out. Like, he's forced to Fake Out this slot here. Which is why I'm thinking just Shadow Boning the Gyarados is a fine play. Or I could just stay in, and actually I could just stay in. I think I can afford to stay in, actually. Yeah, I can afford to stay in. So I'll go for the Shadow Bone into the Gyarados. I don't think he Waterfalls here. If he Waterfalls, that's completely fine, to be honest. As Fake Out's going to go into Tapu Koko, which shouldn't pick up the knockout. Yep. As we will see a Dragon Dance come out from the Gyarados. Okay. As let's see what my opponent goes for with... Well, actually, no. We already saw the moves. So Shadow Bone's going to come out. This is going to put the Gyarados in range of Dazzling Gleam. I guess the defense drop... Yeah, it's not Berry. It's most likely Supersonic Sky Strike, which is like something I am kind of fearing. So what I'm kind of expecting is actually, I could just Gleam Shadow Bone here, right? Togedemaru can't Zing Zap. The only move it could go for is like a Poison Jab if it has it. I guess if my opponent has Earthquake, but then again, I don't think Gyarados don't really carry Earthquake anymore, so I'm actually gonna risk it. If it had Earthquake, it was gonna be annoying to deal with anyway. And I wouldn't have a way to win this game with how I played. So maybe I should have played this a bit better because Earthquake does actually seem scary if my opponent has it. But I feel like my opponent doesn't have it. I wouldn't assume you have Earthquake. Yeah, just Waterfall comes out and it targets down my Marowak. So Marowak's going to go down. I guess it comes down to Tapu Fini Game Flinch, which is like something that's not ideal here. I do get the Gleam off, which will be able to knock out the Gyarados. Okay. Actually, maybe I should protect the Marowak because you're forced to attack with you're forced to attack with the Gyarados into Marowak, right? Because otherwise Marowak 1v1s the Togedemaru, you can't win. Well, Spiky Shield could no, but I have too much HP so Spiky Shield wouldn't be too much of a factor. I can go out into Tapu Fini here, and it's gonna come down to how much this Zing Zap does and how many times if I get flinched. Also the fact that Muddy Water, ooh. Might have actually put myself in a pretty bad position. Muddy Water should be able to knock out Togedemaru in one shot, I would assume. But let's see if we can even connect one. Let's see. Zing Zap is still an annoying move. And it's not intimidated, so this will probably be a 2-KO. That's a crit. We do connect. Did we get the KO? Oh, that was close. I held my breath there. I didn't know if you guys heard it, but I held my breath there. Okay, so I don't think I played the end game as optimally. I should just protect the Marowak because I felt like the Waterfall was kind of obvious. The Waterfall was kind of obvious because, let's say, because Gyarados was the only way my opponent could hit Marowak, so I should have recognized that and saved the Marowak. Yeah, maybe I could switch out on the Tapu Fini there too. I think switching in the Tapu Fini and protecting was actually the best call overall? Question mark? Actually, no. Even if I switch in the Tapu Fini. No, I think I just had to protect Marowak right there and go for Gleam. I think, yeah, because I think that was the only way my opponent had a chance to come back in that game. So 17-10 rating opponent will be our next opponent. Mandibuzz with no Tapu, so it's not a Missy Seed. I'm guessing it's a Bulky Berry set then. Tapu, there is no Tapu, yeah. Togedemaru though. Muck, Arcanine, Mandibuzz, Ninetales, and Milotic. This is a very interesting team. Kind of looks anti-meta. I mean, Muck does really well against a lot of the meta. Milotic does well against like Arcanines and stuff. Yeah, this should be a good one. Celesteela looks very solid, so does my Tapu Fini. I think those are the Pokemon I want to bring. I think Crocodile might be coming, question mark. I think Crocodile is decent here. And then maybe Marowak. Like, Marowak doesn't really do well against my opponent's team. Well, I guess it depends. If it's faster than a Muck, I guess it can do well. Coco does kind of do well as well. I think I'm going to go Tapu Fini Celesteela. They'll have Marowak in the back with Crocodile. Don't think Tapu Koko can revenge KO so many things, which is why I want to bring it, but I think I'm going to have to play the slow game against the Milotic, which might actually not be the best call. Although it could be Scarf Milotic, so if it is Scarf Milotic, at least I'm able to 1v1 it with either Fini or my, 1v1 it with my Fini slash... my Fini slash Celesteela. So let's see what my opponent's going to bring out. I will bring out my Fini Celesteela since it seems like a pretty solid lead. Also, if Togedemaru leads, I can just switch out. It's going to be Muck Milotic. Okay. So, very solid lead for my opponent. Definitely a very solid lead for my opponent. Do I need Fini really in this matchup? I kind of do. It does the most damage to anything. I don't think he's Scald my Tapu Fini. You should never Scald my Tapu Fini. I feel like I can go into Crocodile pretty safely here, actually, and fire off a Leech Seed into the Milotic. Because even though if I'm going to give it the special attack boost, I mean, the worst thing is probably going to be Scald into Celesteela. I get to confirm whether, like, what kind of variant of Milotic this is, if it's Scarf. I guess if it is Scarf, I'm giving it quite a bit of a big boost, so that could be annoying. As Milotic going to get the competitive boost. Scald's going to come out. Did he actually... Oh, man. Oh, no. I wonder if he has Gunk Shot and tried to put my Fini range of Gunk Shot. Leech Seed into the... Okay, that's pretty bad. I lost a really important member turn 1. No, it's just Poison Jab. Okay, so probably reading the Crocodile read, or never wanted my Crocodile in. Oh, man. That's one big Pokemon down already. I'm gonna go into Tapu Fini here. Yikes, that's not ideal. That's not ideal. I get Tapu Fini in. I guess I can Muddy Water. Or Gleam or Moonblast. Yeah, I think I already lost this Milotic. I don't like my... Maybe I should have let Coco Crocodile. Actually, Coco Crocodile would have been pretty solid. When it... Unless this was Scarf Milotic, then Scald would have been able to knock me out. So, I'm guessing he's either gonna... He's probably just gonna Scald again. You know what? I'm gonna find out what kind of Milotic this is right now, and I'm gonna Leech Seed the Muck Slot. What kind of Milotic are you? Okay, you're not Scarf. Okay. Oh man, I should have let Coco plus other thing. Scald's gonna come out, target down my Celesteela slot this time. Okay. Poison Trap shouldn't knock out my Poison Trap shouldn't knock out my Tapu Fini, which is like the one saving grace I have. But let's see. Yeah, Poison Jab won't KO me. I got the Intimidate off. Ooh, but it comes close. It does come close. Okay. So the +2 Scald, that's not Specs either. Is it a bulky berry set then? Well, it's not in range of berry. Let's see. We already got this Leech Seed off, so this Celesteela is looking pretty healthy. Yeah, maybe I should have Heavy Slammed instead. I might want to heal Fini for the late game. So I think I'm going to go into Marowak here, actually, and try to weaken this Muck. Yeah, I'm going to try to weaken this Muck with Heavy Slam. I'm just going to try to weaken this Muck with Heavy Slam. Go into Marowak. He's probably just going to go for a Scald into my Celesteela and a Poison Jab again. Or just go for Recovery. That's fine, too. Actually, I would have preferred a Moonblast because now that Milotic's out of range for being KO'd by anything. Heavy Slam is going to come out, which is going to do decent damage to Muck, and I'm pretty sure the Poison Jab is going to come out into that slot. Yeah, nice, quite a bit of damage here. Again, nice, quite a bit of damage there. Poison Jab is going to target down my Marowak. Okay, that's not the worst case scenario in the world. As I guess it comes down to what this Milotic does. I also don't know how fast his Pokemon are, which is like one of the things that's scary. Yeah, I'm not going to be able to put it in Moonblast range. Pretty sure a knockoff is coming out into my Celesteela slot. Although I could just protect Heavy Slam, which I think is a fair play here. Because Heavy Slam plus Leech Seeds, I think that'll be able to knock out the Muck. Yeah, I think that'll be able to knock out the Muck from here. Yeah, Heavy Slam. 2 Heavy Slams plus the Leech Seed again. Like, what I gotta do is avoid... I gotta avoid Marowak going down here. For sure. As, yeah, he's gonna recover here, so that's smart. He's preparing for the later game. Definitely. I don't like this Milotic matchup. I should have brought Tapu Koko. Tapu Koko was definitely... Like, Tapu Koko didn't seem as solid in the matchup here, but I think I might have needed it. As I do get the damage, and yeah, knock off. Oh, into the Marowak, okay. So that's not too bad. I can switch into Fini here, because I definitely don't want to take a Scald. And going to be able to Heavy Slam, knock out the Muck for a KO, potentially, if he's going to allow me to get this Beast Boost. Although, I'm not sure. Maybe I can 1v1 with this Milotic in a tie? I could 1v1 Milotic in a tie, but I don't know. Tapu Fini is going to come out. +2 Scald is not going to be able to knock out Tapu Fini, that's for sure, but I'm going to be taking a lot of damage with something. Muck's going to switch out, so I'm guessing Arcanine's coming in. Yeah, okay, that's fine, because I get a bit of chip damage onto the Arcanine. The Muck is already in range of a Heavy Slam, it looks like. And let's see. Although 2 Scalds might be able to knock out the Feeny. Or Extreme Speed into Scald. Scald's gonna come out. That is 2 KO. And I think that's game, to be honest. I don't think I have a way to touch the Milotic. Even if I crit Moonblast, I don't think it KOs. Yeah, crit Moonblast won't KO here. So, terrain disappears from the battlefield, which doesn't do much. Maybe I need an accuracy drop. Maybe that's a way I can get out of this one. An accuracy drop could help me here. As I'll go for the Muddy Water, and I guess I'll Flamethrower the Milotic in case if I can get a burn too. But Arcanine, just gonna go for the safe Extreme Speed. That will be able to knock out my Tapu Fini. Yep, and that'll be a good game because I don't think I can beat the. I can't beat the Arcanine now, or he could just save his Arcanine KO. Yeah, actually he could just Scald and Flare Blitz, and that'll be game because I can't do anything. So I think this game basically came down to leads. Like I just didn't lead as well as I thought I would have. Yeah, I just didn't have a good lead. If I led, maybe I think I had to lead Crocodile plus Tapu Koko to get any momentum, because Discharge plus the Tectonic Rage would have been able to knock out the Milotic, or I could have knocked out the Muck potentially if I predicted Protect. But yeah, I think that's something I didn't do well here, was the lead, and that's something I had to reflect on. Yeah, I think I had to let. I should have just let Tapu Koko. Yeah, I should have let Tapu Koko plus Crocodile. I think I needed to threaten the Muck right away, as we will forfeit here and we'll move on to a third game. So, so close. Actually, no, it wasn't even close. It was very far. I didn't have exactly the best tools in the game I needed. Let's see, Tapu Koko, Jibra Tapu Koko, combined with the Tapu Koko Crocodile. Maybe I leave Celesteela behind since I didn't really do much with the Celesteela. Maybe I do bring Marowak. And I think I bring Feeny in the back, so yeah. I do not think Celesteela was the call, and I definitely don't think my lead was that optimal against the team. My opponent definitely made a good play, turn 1, not allowing my Crocodile to come in. Maybe I should switch out the Tapu Fini into the Crocodile into the other slot, which I think could have helped actually. Maybe if I Moonblasted there into the... Maybe I should just Moonblast it, yeah. Although I didn't want to risk Scald into Celesteela, which could have been a very big problem. But we find Wingheart as our last opponent. Another Milotic. Another Milotic. Tapu Lele, Ninetales, Arcanine, Garchomp, Snorlax. Did we face this team earlier? I feel like deja vu. I don't know why. I'm gonna lead Tapu Koko Crocodile this time. He doesn't even have a way to stop me from leading that. Yeah. With, I think, Tapu Fini in the back. Yeah, Tapu Fini in the back is fine. I think Celesteela as my last Pokemon. Yeah, I think that's pretty solid against this team. Yeah, I'm not going to make that mistake again. Although, I don't know what kind of Milotic this set is. I can't tell if it's Scarf Milotic or not. Scarf Milotic would be threatening here. Man, Scarf Milotic's a threat to this team. Although I do have Whimsicott with Z Nature's Power, which is fair. But I don't think Whimsicott does well when there's a Lele I have to deal with, there's a Snorlax I have to deal with, and there's Ninetales plus Arcanine, which can threaten it. Actually, I don't think Ninetales can knock out Whimsicott in one shot, but Arcanine definitely can with a Flare Blitz, Burn Up, Overheat, etc. So, yeah. Roarville is going to be annoying this game if it gets set up, but I'm going to have to let it be set up most likely. And I'm not bringing Marowak this time, so I can't Brick Break the Auroraville. So let's see what my opponent's gonna bring out. I swear, why does this team look so familiar? I feel like it's a combination of the two teams. I think it was like Celesteela over to Milotic. I don't know, let's see here. What is my opponent going to lead? Going to be the Ninetales Garchomp. Okay, so leading straight off with that. That's not too bad. Although Blizzard Earthquake destroys me. Blizzard plus Earthquake does destroy me. Blizzard plus Earthquake does destroy me. So I get Intimidate off, which is good. Tapu Koko, it's necessary for the. It's necessary, right? But I think I have to break a Sash potentially right here. Does he have a ground immunity? No, he doesn't. I don't know. If I was my opponent, I'd just click Earthquake. Actually, no. If he clicks Earthquake, he could knock out his own Ninetales potentially. a Thunderbolt combination. So I don't know if he is, but I think Gleam is a call here, and I think I'm gonna switch out, go on to Celesteela here. I think actually losing my Coco here isn't too bad in this matchup. I don't think losing Coco at all here is a bad thing here, because Coco is really only necessary to revenge KO, or if my Logic's in the back, and if my Logic's not a lead, which it usually tends to be, yeah. So we're gonna see the Garchomp protect, which is okay here because of the fact that that's either Aurora Veil or that's gonna be a setup for Icy Winds. Let's see. Gleam didn't do too much, so I'm guessing it's a bulky set with Icy Wind. No, it's Aurora Veil. Okay, that's good. So Aurora Veil is gonna be set up here. Not too bad, not too bad. That, you know, does kind of hurt, but it's not too bad here. As I'll be able to Leech Seed the Garchomp slot 100%, and yeah, I don't have to target the Ninetales because Ninetales can always switch on to Arcanine, so I feel like it's never to play to target down the Ninetales slot here. I'm pretty sure Arcanine comes out here. I could probably just Gleam again and Leech Seed, because I'm not sure if he's going to Earthquake himself. He definitely could, but Tech Rage I could see something, but I need to weaken the Garchomp first. Man. My Lodic under Aurora Veil though, that's definitely going to be a pain. If my opponent brought it. Not even sure if my opponent brought it here. Ninetales is going to protect. Oh, that means he probably does have Earthquake then and is going to go for it this turn. So I get a Gleam off. Well, let's see if he does have Earthquake. Or if he's going for like a Swords Dance on aggressive read. I do a good amount. Heavy Slam was not to play because it doesn't 2 KO anyway. Tectonic Rage is going to come out. Okay. That's not too bad. I didn't exactly have it switch into Tectonic Rage anyway, and that means now I could probably just get my Feeny in and start going for Specs Muddy Water? Yeah, Specs Muddy Water to play. Always catching Arcanine on a potential switch in. So Tectonic Rage is going to come out. I mean, his Garchomp's already at -1. The Ninetales, if it has Freeze Dry, it has Freeze Dry, but Freeze Dry plus Poison Jab wouldn't knock out my Tapu Fini, which would be worst case scenario. And I really hope I connect Leech Seed here because I need Leech Seed to connect. Okay, nice. So this Garchomp should be in range of Muddy Water after Hail, Leech Seed, and then another turn of Hail, Leech Seed. That actually might be in range of Muddy Water now. Yeah, this is just to be on the safe side. So let's see. I definitely go into Feeny, click Muddy Water. And then what does my opponent, how does my opponent retaliate? Yeah, that should be in range of Muddy Water plus like Hails. Okay, so I go on the top of Feeny here. Arcanine is definitely a Pokemon in the back. I feel like it has to be a Pokemon in the back. My opponent doesn't have a good way to handle Celesteela otherwise. Get the Misty Surge up, which doesn't really change anything unless it was like a random electric type attack, which I don't think these Pokemon get other than Hidden Power. I go for Muddy Water here. And I guess I go for Heavy Slam. Heavy Slam's fair, I think. Snorlax is going to be annoying, but yeah, not much I can do. I'm going to Heavy Slam the Ninetales here. Because I either get rid of the Ninetales here, because Muddy Water plus Leech Seed shouldn't be able to knock out Ninetales. I could get a Beast Boost here. Or what it could happen is the Lele's in the back could switch in for some reason, which you shouldn't switch in the Lele here. Yeah, so I'm just going to Muddy Water here, which is very safe. Snorlax might be in the back though. Snorlax is going to be a pain to deal with, but Celesteela can 1v1 it potentially depending on the Snorlax set. It all comes down to the last Pokemon. I do have to weaken anything on the in the back, but Ninetales is going to switch out. That's going to be Arcanine, so that's basically what I wanted because Muddy Water is going to be doing a lot of work here. So Muddy Water is going to be doing a lot of damage. Probably pick up in the knockout onto Arcanine, I would imagine. Let's see, Poison Jab, Rock Slide, Earthquake your own Arcanine. That's an interesting one. Trying to get as much damage onto Tapu Fini as possible, which I don't understand if you're weakening your own Arcanine. That's offensive Arcanine, looks like. Yes, you land Muddy Water. That's perfect. Okay, so whatever's in the back is a Ninetales and a Snorlax combination. So I get rid of those Pokemon. Great. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. Okay, so that's really good. What does my opponent have in the back? I'm trying to comprehend. Like, yes, he wanted Earthquake chip damage, but what do you really need it for at this rate? You sacked your Arcanine. Or maybe expecting me to go for Gleam or Moonblast potentially? Yeah, I don't understand it. I'm trying to understand. Let's see. What does my opponent have in the back? Snorlax doesn't really help him. If it's Snorlax, it's easy to deal with. Tapu Lele, okay. And that's not going to be Z Nature's Power, which is usually like one of the only sets potential out there. Ninetales is going to come out. Crocodile's pretty useless. I could just go for a Muddy Water here and a Heavy Slam into the Ninetales slot. Okay, is there a better play I could make? I could sack Crocodile here. I could sack Crocodile here. Heavy Slam, but if he has Thunderbolt, that's a problem. Well, actually no, we already saw the Z move on the other Pokemon, on the Garchomp, so I don't feel like we have too much of a problem. I feel like Heavy Slam is a fine play into the Ninetales slot. Let's see. So I'm gonna go into Crocodile. I'm gonna sack Crocodile to bring back the Misty Terrain. And yeah, Crocodile really doesn't do much here. Unless it's a slow Lele. Which it could be. Lele's just gonna Psychic actually, and it's in the Celesteela, okay. Please don't have Sheer Code or don't freeze me with Blizzard. Blizzard's gonna come out. I just need you not to freeze and we're good. Crocodile survives a Blizzard actually. Pokemon, you are the best sometimes. You are absolutely the best sometimes. So, I think I might lose because of that. Okay, so my Crocodile is slower than the Lele. I mean, my play here is to switch out in the top of Feeny and hope I unfall and able to get a Heavy Slam off into the Ninetales. But man, really? You had to freeze. Then again, I opened my mouth. So, Tapu Fini is going to come out here. Tapu Fini is going to come out. The Moment of Truth. Can we see an unfall from Celesteela? Might be Specs Lele. Psychic going to come out into my Celesteela. Is that a crit? That's a crit, which actually might make this the end. Blizzard's going to come out. Celesteela lives on 1. Celesteela's frozen solid. That is the game. Hell stops. Okay, maybe it's not the game. How many times of Aurora Veil does he have left? He went for a turn 1. Yeah, okay, so he doesn't have Light Clay. Okay, maybe it's not the end yet, but I think it's pretty close. I think he Psychics to Feeny and Blizzards. If he has Freeze Dry, this game's definitely over. Let's see. Psychic gonna come out into my Feeny. Does that KO? Doesn't. Gets a special defense drop though, which matters for the Blizzard. Feeny avoids. Celesteela avoids. Some Justice. Okay, Muddy Water connects. Okay. Doesn't knock out the Ninetales. No, it barely does. But accuracy drop is nice. Celesteela stays frozen. Okay. Actually, wait a minute. There was no reason to Blizzard there. Okay, wait. This might not be game over yet. I feel like he... Is he Scarf? No, he's Scarf. Oh, he's Scarf Lele. I didn't even realize he was Scarf till now. Okay, I go for... I hope he misses Blizzards. Okay, there's still ways to win this. Okay, Psychic's gonna come out, target down the Celesteela. Wait, why would you target down the Celesteela ever? You target down the Feeny here, if anything. He has Moonblast. Oh, wait, we hit the Ninetales. Oh my, okay, that is amazing. Okay, that is amazing. Actually, Feeny just picks up the knock on both of them. What a crazy end. I thought it was game over. But then I realized, oh wait, that's Scarf Lele. I have a chance. I need to dodge. Feeny gets the dodge. Hey, okay, so I had the game 100% won. If I got the Heavy Slam off with Celesteela even once, like if I unfollowed at any of those turns, I won the game by just clicking Heavy Slam into the Ninetales, because he was locked into the Psychic with Tapu Lele, so couldn't touch Crocodile at all. Crocodile was able to survive, so I would have won the game 100% if I didn't get frozen, so I did not feel bad at all about that Muddy Water accuracy drop. Moonblast was interesting. I honestly thought he didn't have another move, so luckily we escaped through that. I don't know. Moonblast was very interesting there. I'm surprised my opponent had it, but I'm just thankful that my opponent missed his attacks in general. But I hope everyone enjoyed today's episode of VGC 17 Back-to-Back Battles. That was a crazy episode. That was a crazy ending. But hope that everyone enjoyed. Please leave a like down below to show your support if you do enjoy the series, and feel free to recommend this video to a friend of yours if you want, if they need help or anything with VGC, or if they're interested in this kind of stuff. You can also check out my social medias down below if you want to go give me a follow on Twitch or Twitter, as well as Instagram. You can also check out the other content I do on this channel: Singles Battle Spot, Doubles Battle Spot. I also got a new VGC, something to do with VGC coming soon. So a new series with VGC coming soon. So that should be pretty interesting as well. Hope you will tune in for that. Pokemon Tournament DX is coming out later this week, and I will start bringing content to the channel as well as some other things. But yeah, hope that everyone enjoyed today's video. Feel free to leave a comment. If you have any questions, I will try to answer them. And yeah, hope you have a great day, and I'll see you around in another video.